Good morning, guys, and welcome to Saturday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. It's the weekend. The sun seems to be shining, and the ground up and down the country seems to be drying up a little bit. We're sort of looking at maybe good to soft, good in places for many of the race courses, which is better from the soft and sometimes heavy ground that we've had for most of the week. So yeah, good to see that the ground seems to be drying up a little bit, and hopefully by the time that the Oaks and the Derby comes around next weekend, we'll have some really good ground edging on the good to firm side. That's, I think, what we'd all like. You don't want to see races like that run on soft ground, but yeah, really busy day today, as you'd expect as a Saturday. A couple of Group 3 races taking place from Haydock Park, but in terms of quality, perhaps not the most exciting Saturday of the flat racing season, but as I said, it is the Oaks and the Derby next weekend, so a massive day there, and that might have a bit of an impact on today, but still a top quality day nonetheless. We've got racing from, as I mentioned, from Haydock Park, also go from York, from Newmarket, Chester, Tremor, Stratford and Newbury. Some of those meetings coming this evening, so plenty for us to get stuck into, and it should be a really good day. Looking forward to it. As always, this is a Q&A session if you did want to join in that, if you've got any questions about any of today's tips, if you'd maybe even just like my opinion on some other horses or something like that, or if you want to share with me a bet that you're going to do and you want my opinion on that, or which horses I would like or wouldn't like in that bet, then that's absolutely fine. Please do feel free to join in the Q&A session. If not, you can email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Twitter. We're at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold. So yeah, plenty of ways for you to get in touch. Please do feel free to do that. We'll take a quick look at yesterday, and for the last couple of days we've just been tipping up a premium tip and a next best bet. We've just been going very much back to basics, and it's worked so far. So we've had 3 winners out of 4. We hit a nice double with both of them coming in on Thursday, and yesterday it was Harrogate Fair, the premium tip, which was a winner. Now this was first tipped at 6 to 4, and it went off at 4 to 5, and there was a bit of rule 4 there. Rule 4 meaning that it was more like a sort of 11 to 10, maybe even just a little bit bigger than that, maybe sort of a 23 to 10 shot or so. It wasn't quite the value that we wanted, as one of the big fancies was ruled out, but 2 on the trot for premium tips is always good, and hopefully we can do 3 in a row today. Good to be back in form with those premium tips. As I said, it's a really busy day today. We've been doing well on Saturdays recently, actually. I think we struggled during the jump season on Saturdays, but during the flat season so far, we've done really well. So hopefully a really good day. But yeah, I say during the flat season, I mean more during the summer, because obviously we've been mixing it between jumps and flats on a Saturday, with there being some jumps cards as well. And today's premium tip that actually goes over jumps, and our premium tip goes in the 555. I've just forgotten to write it down, but I'm pretty sure it's the 555. Yeah, the 555 at Stratford for our premium tip today. No, that's wrong. Sorry. No, the premium tip goes in the 655 at Stratford. Always tough to remember when you see all these races exactly what times ones are, and I just didn't write it down. But yeah, the 655 at Stratford for the premium tip today, and it's Maxi Chop currently at around about 11 to 8. Now this horse runs for Paul Nicholls with his new stable jockey Sam Twiston-Davis, the man doing the steering, and was actually beaten when odds on at Exeter early in the month, but I think ran a decent enough race on that day, and it was actually the first race that this horse has been competing in since December, so I think should improve on that, and should be a fitter horse coming into this one. Clearly has some quality. Has managed 3 second place finishes in 6 starts here in the UK so far, so just hasn't been able to get his nose in front at the moment, but I think today looks to be the most winnable race for the horse, and should managed to come out on top today. I think the conditions in the trip are absolutely fine. Sam Twiston-Davis sure to give the horse an excellent ride. Paul Nicholls always a man to be feared, even in these the summer jumping. He doesn't send many out, so I think when he does send them out during the summer, he's often keen that they're going to go and do the business. He's not one to waste a trip with that, and Stratford's not the closest to him. Of course, him training in sort of Somerset, so not the easiest place for him to get to, so I don't think he'd make this trip without being confident of Maxi Chop, and I think this horse can run a really good race today. That's the premium tip, and that's in the 655, not the 555, at Stratford, and that's currently at 11 to 8. The next best bet for today, now that goes in the 205, at Haydock Park, and our tip here is Astonishing, currently around the 3-1 mark, and that's from about 3-1 first thing this morning, or around about an hour or so ago. You can get that with Bet365 at the moment, the 3-1. Now, this horse is another who ran well on seasonal reappearance last time out and can improve on that again today. Runs for Sir Michael Stout, and I think there's a really positive jockey booking with Richard Hughes on board on this one. Richard Hughes in fantastic form at the moment, showing why he's one of the best in the business, and I think he can get the best out of this filly, no doubt about that. Looks to be really good value, I think, knows how to win, and is another who will enjoy this trip and can take a Group 3 race here. I think looks to be full of quality, and yeah, when looking at the field, I think that Astonishing looks to be the one to beat. It is a competitive race, no doubt about that, but with that competitive race, I think comes some really good value, and the 3-1 you can get on Astonishing looks to be a really good bet for me, and that's the next best bet of the day today. Now, as I said, the last couple of days we've been offering just those 2 tips, but there's actually been a couple more that I do fancy today, and I think for the next couple of weeks this will kind of vary whether we have sort of 2, 3 or 4 tips for the day, just depending on when looking at it. But yeah, there was a couple more that I really liked the look of, and they were Breton Rock in the 240 at Haydock, and that's a 7-1 shot. And then also Perfect Summer in the 515 at Newmarket at 9-4. Now, it's kind of up to you what you want to do, because I know some people love a lucky 15. They really enjoy doing multiple bets. Some people can't stand them and want to stay away from them. So there's no pressure to do a lucky 15. There never is. Even when I tip up and say, today's lucky 15 is, if you don't like lucky 15s, don't do it. Just back them all as singles, or just completely leave them out. If you just want the premium tip and next best bet, then just bet on them. But yeah, just today, I'm not going to tip up sort of a couple of horses to make a lucky 15 just for the sake of it. There was a couple I really fancied today, and these were 2 of them. So if you did want to make a lucky 15, add these 2 selections here, Breton Rock and Perfect Summer, to the premium tip and next best bet. Make a lucky 15 that will return about £650 or so from £1 stakes if you wanted to do that. If you did do a lucky 15, then please do remember to back the premium tip and the next best bet in singles as well. Don't make a lucky 15 your only bet of the day, and make sure that your stakes are in a sort of how they should be, really, with the premium tip being a 4-point bet, the next best bet being a 3-point bet, and your lucky 15, I would say, being another point less to what your next best bet would be in total. So let's say you were doing £10 a point, or maybe let's say £5 a point. So you were doing £20 on the premium tip, £15 on the next best bet. I'd say make the stakes for a lucky 15 if you wanted to do it up to £10, and that's a general rule there. But you can vary that however you'd like. But I'd say never go, maybe go less, but never go higher than what you would be backing a next best bet as a single would be my advice. So yeah, if you did want to make that as a lucky 15, that's fine. It would be Breton Rock and the 240 at Haydock, Astonishing in the 205 at Haydock, Perfect Summer in the 515 at Newmarket, and Maxi Chop, the premium tip, in the 655 at Stratford. They're the tips for today. They're the horses that I think can run really well. If you've got any questions about any of them, please do feel free to get in touch. As I say, tomorrow there might just be that we offer the premium tip and next best bet again. It just I think you have to take it on a daily basis, especially at this time of year, as to how things are going. But yeah, there was 4 I like the look of today, but of course the premium tip and next best bet are my main bets. So yeah, it should be a really good day today. If you've got any questions, please do feel free to get in touch. And as I say, if you like lucky 15s, then there's one there for you if you wanted to do it. And if you don't, then steer clear. And I would say if you're going to do them all as singles, obviously 4 points for the premium tip, 3 points for the next best bet, and then just a 1-point win only bet for the 2 extra ones there would be my recommendation. And if you did do a double on the premium tip and next best bet, again I'd be looking at a 1-point bet for that. But yeah, that's just about it for today's video. It's a bit quiet at the moment in terms of there's no real massive races for us to go through. I mean, I think we've covered both of the Group 3s in our tips today, which is a little bit rare, but they're just the ones that I fancy today. But yeah, other than that, it is quite a quiet video, because we haven't got as many tips as we have done in the past, but it seems to be working at the moment, just stripping things back. And the worst thing to do when we weren't in a bit of good form, we've had a couple of good days, but we do need a couple more, no doubt about that. But the worst thing to do when you're not in the best of form is to go chasing and, you know, think, well, if I offer up more horses, I've got more chance of winning. That really isn't the case, I'm afraid. But yeah, things seem to be going well. We seem to be in the right direction now. And yeah, after a couple of profitable days, hopefully we can make that another one today. But of course, as I said, it's a good Saturday, but maybe not the best, with the Oaks and the Derby taking place next weekend and throughout the weekend, which is going to be fantastic. Really can't wait for the Derby. I think it's going to be a cracking race. I just noticed that Australia seemed to be on the drift a little bit, which is surprising. And who knows, the horse could go off at a bit of an attractive price. Might be similar to Kingman in the 2000 Guineas, a race that Australia was in, of course. But you know, Kingman was all the rage anti-post, and then all of a sudden was, you know, easy to back, and went off, I think, around about 7-4. Sorry if that's a little bit off, but could be the same here. Sometimes you do see that all the money goes down for a horse, and then when the value's gone, the layers come out and think, right, we're going to try and get this horse, or people just look at another one, and that can make a really big impact on the anti-post market. And don't be surprised if maybe Australia went off as a sort of 6-4 shot or something like that, which I think would be a bit of a steal. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. It's still a while till that goes off, and we've got a week where anything can happen in racing. As you know, if we have a few downpours and there's suddenly some soft ground, then we might not even see Australia running at all. But let's not focus on today for now. Hopefully we can have a really good day, another profitable one. That would be fantastic. Thanks for watching today's video. As I said, a bit of a short one, but hopefully plenty of information that you wanted there. Enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully the sun stays out and keeps shining. But thanks for watching today, and I'll speak to you all a little bit later on. Thanks, and bye-bye.